Well, guys, it's arrived. My latest gift to myself. We're going to open this up and see what I got from Amazon. Stay tuned. Okay, here's the box from Amazon. I got this over the weekend. It is a Monday when I'm recording, so let's go ahead and open this guy up. We'll talk about what's in it and how I'm going to use it, especially in upcoming videos. This is not for you, sir. It does not contain food. Says, like I said, I've been debating whether to buy this for the last several years. And it is, how do I know? I'm looking at the other screen. Universal Classic Movie Monsters. Complete 30 film collection. Let's look at that. And it's got 30 different films from the basically 1930s through about mid 1950s of Universal Monsters. I'm going to take the plastic off. And we'll talk about what's in there. Includes hours of bonus features, which is what I really want. And I got the Blu-ray version. And yeah, these are my favorites. So what we've got is on the inside, here we got Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Phantom of the Opera. Go look at that one first because I think that's the not the best one version of it. And I don't think it's got the original silent movie in it. I don't have enough light in here to read this. Original Universal Classic Monster in HD. Cool. Yeah, it's the 1943 version. Nelson Eddy, Claude Rains are the main leads. And it was an okay version. It wasn't a great version, but doesn't have any of the other versions with it. So that's kind of a solo choice. So we'll start at the other end, and we will go in historical order here. There's Dracula. And Bela Lugosi on the cover. And we've got the movies in here. Dracula, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula. That's one of my favorites. We have House of Frankenstein, which had Dracula in it. House of Dracula and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein are in this DVD. There's going to be some overlap on these since some movies, especially later on with Universal, ended up doing these monster team-ups. Now the next is Frankenstein. There's Karloff. This is great. And so we got a bunch of stuff on here. We got the original Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, the Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. I like that one. It's a short movie. House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and again, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Again, we're going to have some overlap in this as we go, since we have team-ups. So then we got the Mummy. And here we have Karloff again on the cover in the original version of the Mummy. Of course, that's what's in here. And then we've got the Mummy's Hand, the Mummy's Tomb, the Mummy's Ghost, the Mummy's Curse, and then Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. That one's not my favorite, but it will work. Then we have the Wolfman, Lon Chaney Jr. on the cover. And we've got the Wolfman, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Werewolf of London. This was actually out before Lon Chaney became the Wolfman. It's not a bad rendition. And then we also have, from a female perspective, She-Wolf of London, that has June Lockhart in it, who, believe it or not, is almost 100 years old now. So good for her. And we'll talk about that one because that one's kind of different. Then we have The Invisible Man. We have Claude Rains in his iconic role. And I admire an actor who can keep his face covered up through just about an entire movie. So we've got the original Invisible Man, The Invisible Man Returns, The Invisible Woman. Now that one was an interesting one. Invisible Agent, that's kind of a World War II spy movie. The Invisible Man Returns, and Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. That one's okay. Again, not a great one. And last but not least, I already have this set in another pack, but this one is the Creature from the Black Lagoon collection. And we've got the 3 Creature movies. The original Creature from the Black Lagoon. If you saw my last video, this was number 3 on my favorites. And then the 2 sequels, they were okay, but we'll go through those and do a rewatch. We have Revenge of the Creature, and finally The Creature Walks Among Us, which is probably the weakest of the 3, which is why no other sequels ever came about here. Oh, this case has got a crack in it. Hopefully the DVDs are okay. Let's find out. We'll open this up. Okay, yeah, there's 2 DVDs in here, the original film, and then the 2 sequels on another DVD. But they look okay. They don't look damaged. But that's all right. Like I said, I've got this set already somewhere else. And there's a little booklet with it. This is cool. And here it is, the original House of Horror, the Universal Monster Legacy. And we'll go through here, and I'm sure there's there's little stories about everybody in here, and I'll read through that. And may add some insight to these films. So yeah, that's my goal, is to watch all of these over time and give some extended feedback on them, why I like them. I fell in love with these movies. I was probably 3 years old when I first saw the original Frankenstein. It was on television in the afternoon. I think it was the afternoon. I don't remember anymore. But anyway, my dad was home, so it might have been a weekend. And I watched that, and probably the big thing that I remember most about it was a scene at the end where the windmill is burning down. And that made this whole thing fun. Let's open this other one. Here's the Wolfman one. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so we got inside, we've got the Wolfman. And then we've got Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. And then we've got House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula on that one. And then we've got Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein again, because there's probably extra features in here. And then finally, we've got Werewolf of London and She-Wolf of London. Werewolf of London was pretty good. She-Wolf of London, not what I expected when I first saw it, but I won't spoil it right now. But just for you guys out there, what's your favorite among this group? Yes, there is some repetitiveness in these DVDs, and that's okay. So what's your favorite? I talked about my 3 favorites in a prior video, which I will put a link to somewhere around here at the end. And we will go from there. So let me know what your favorites are, which ones you're excited to have me talk about. And until then, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing, and we will see you next time.